Once you've downloaded and installed OceanWP, you can then take advantage of a growing collection of professionally designed free and pro demo websites. You simply install the Ocean Demo Import plugin, download the design that you want to use, install the required free or pro plugins, and get started building your own website using your preferred template as the starting point. And in this video, I'll demonstrate how to do all of this, and if you stick around to the end of the video, I'll show you some of the beautifully designed websites built on OceanWP and give you an overview of the plugins and the features used to create these wonderful examples of the OceanWP theme. If you'd like to see any of the OceanWP demos in action, simply head over to the OceanWP website, click on the demos link, and then you have access to all of the different demos, and you can simply mouse over any of these, click the see the demo link, and that'll open up a new tab where you can see the website in action to get a real idea of what this looks like. So the first thing we need to do is head over to our plugin section on our WordPress dashboard and simply come up and search for the Ocean Demo Import plugin. Once you've found that, just go through, install it. Once that's installed, you can activate it, and then we can start taking a look at how easy it is to load in any of the demos. So now that's downloaded, we'll click on activate, and that'll give us access to this plugin and any of the demos that we want. You can see that takes us into the plugin section. Now we're ready to go through and add in the demos. So all we need to do is come over to the theme panel in the left hand side, come down to the newly inserted install demos, and that'll give us a list of all the demos that are available under the OceanWP section. Now we can go through and take a look at any of these. We can live preview any of these so we can see what they look like before we choose them, and once we're happy we can then go through and actually download it, install it, and go through the process of activating all the plugins. Now, to make finding the perfect theme even easier, you can see we can filter all of the available themes by simply coming out to this top bar and going through and choosing what we want. So if we wanted a one-page website, for example, we can filter those down. If we want e-commerce, we can choose the option in there. So let's use e-commerce as a good example. Let's say we're going to go down to this simple option. We'll click on live preview if we want to view it, or we can just click on it to actually go through the process of downloading everything we need. Now once you've chosen the design that you want, you'll see you get the Import Simple Demo option, and it gives you a list of all the plugins and the things that you need to have installed to be able to fully use this particular demo. Now you can see we have certain things like Install Now. These are free plugins we can download, so for example WP Forms and WooCommerce. But anything that is a commercial pro add-on for OceanWP, you'll see we have the option that says Get This Add-on. This gives us the ability then to either go through and purchase that add-on if we don't have it, or we can download it directly from our OceanWP account, and we can then upload that and install it so we can start working with this particular demo. Also, you'll see anything you've already downloaded and activated will be listed, and if it's not activated but is downloaded, it'll ask you to activate it. So it's a very simple, straightforward way of working. So what we're going to do is go through all the different things that we need to install, and then we'll go and get the add-ons we don't have currently installed as part of our account. So we'll install all of these, let it download those, install them, and then we'll go and get those add-ons that we need, the Ocean Footer callout and the Sticky Footer. So now that all the free options are downloaded and installed and activated, let's go through the process of grabbing these other add-ons we need. So let's click on Get This Add-on. You'll see that'll take us over to OceanWP, takes us straight through to the plugin that we need. If we already have it, we can just jump into your account and go and grab that and download it directly. So once you log in, you can see you come to My Downloads. Once you're in My Downloads, you can go through and download the relevant plugins, then simply upload them to WordPress and get ready to start working. So I'm going to go through that process, and then we'll go to the next step of setting up the demo. So now that I've uploaded those, you can see you have the option to activate. So I'll activate both of those plugins. Once it's activated, I can now click Go to Next Step to go to the next stage in the process. We're now presented with some simple options. Do we want to import all of the XML data? In other words, all of the pre-built data for the posts, the pages, the products, and so on? Do we want to import the customizer settings to make sure that everything looks exactly the way it does in the demo? And finally, do we want to import any of the widgets? We're going to say yes to all of those because we want this to be exactly the same as the demo. So we say install the demo. That will now go through, download everything, set everything up, and we should be then good to go to move on. And there we go. That's now completed, and we're ready to see the results. So if we click on See the Result, that'll open up a new tab and take us through to our newly set up demo based upon the pre-demo that we can download from OceanWP. So everything is now in place, all the products, all the layout, everything. And this is our starting point to start working and creating our own custom layout. So you can see everything is in place. It looks fantastic. We can now go through and customize any of this to get this as the basis of our new website. I think you'd agree that was incredibly simple, and the result looks absolutely fantastic. And if you want to build an e-commerce store, this is a great starting point. So now that we've seen how easy it is to install those free demos, how about the pro demos, the ones that are marked as pros? Well, the process is pretty much the same. You just need to make sure that you access the pro demos plugin for OceanWP. Now, this is part of the commercial plugins, so you need to purchase this to get access to these templates. Once you do that, you simply log into your account, you'll have the pro demos option. Click to download the latest version. Once you've done that, you just need to upload that to your website and activate it so you can then start using the pro demos. Now I've downloaded it, I just need to activate it. So let's just scroll down and we'll find the Ocean Pro Demos. I'll activate the plugin. And because we've got the Pro Demo download option available, we don't need the free version anymore. So we can simply come in and deactivate this option. So we'll remove the Ocean Demo import and we are then good to go. So we've now got access to those Pro Demos. So now when we're ready to go and install any of those pro demos, all we need to do is come down to the theme panel. You'll see we have install demos available. We can click on there. That'll bring us back in, and this time we now have access to any of those pro demos. So for example, if we wanted to access the pro wedding, we can just choose to install that option. And as you can see, it gives us all the normal things that we had in the first free version to download the required plugins, then go to the next step and install all the relevant data, and we can start benefiting from the beautifully designed pro demos. So that's how easy it is to go through and install these demos. How about let's take a look at a couple of beautifully designed websites using OceanWP. Let's just take a look at some of the tools they've used to build these websites. So let's briefly look at a couple of example websites using OceanWP and some of the plugins available. So the first one we're going to look at is Wills. And as you can see, we've got a transparent header at the top, all set up with a centered logo, all customized. It's a sticky header, so you can see it works really, really well, stays in place, works perfectly well. If we continue down the page, you can see we've now got a carousel which will display a range of different posts pulled in from the post section of WordPress, all displayed in one simple area that'll transition through. A great way of being able to demonstrate and show information where you have a limited amount of space. So that's the Wills website. Let's move on and take a look at our second example. Next up, we have GB Design Studios, a UK-based web design company that are using the OceanWP website for their own personal business website. So as you can see, we've got a nice, clean, simple layout. We're using the animated text effect at the top for our header. If we scroll on down, you can see we've got a nice, simple, clean layout. Scrolling through, we've got the different rollover effects, so we can take a look at the different projects that are available, which is a great way of demonstrating and showing off, again, the work that you provide to your clients and potential clients. If we continue to scroll down the page, we've got a testimonial slider. And finally, if we move on down, you can see we now have the blog layout. Our final example is this beautiful photography portfolio website, and as you can see, it's again using the transparent header alongside the sticky header to create that beautiful simple navigation at the top of the page. We've got various different animations that you can see, including particle effects, and as we scroll on through, you can see it's a very clean, simple website, all utilizing a range of the powerful tools that are available as part of OceanWP. We scroll on through, you can see everything is laid out very neatly. It's a very, very simple, clean, professional website. If we open up the portfolio, you can see we've got the portfolio plugin in action. We can simply filter things through, and you can see everything is broken down using that simple, very effective method of displaying portfolios. So we can click on the link to go and take a look, or we can click and open up this particular image. All done beautifully, all done inside OceanWP itself. So it's very, very easy to work with, and it's a great starting point if you're a photographer or an artist and you want to have a great portfolio and a really great simple system to work with. And that's some fantastic examples of real-world websites built using OceanWP and the range of plugins that are available, and also a good demonstration of the fantastic demos you can download and use as the basis of your website development. As always, I hope you enjoyed the video. Don't forget to subscribe for future videos, and until next time, take care.